The community. I love riding with my friends, going different places, but it's definitely riding with my friends. That's definitely the most enjoyable part.
Trey Dunaville is a cyclist and president of the Richmond Area Bicycling Association. When biking, he says these concerns come to mind.
Like I think about what's the traffic going to be like on there? Are there bike lanes that I can use? Those come up the most. Is there a trail that I can access when I'm riding? What time of day it's going to be. We might run into a lot of traffic. I just don't know. I've not done the parade, so just making y'all aware of that.
Dunaville says although Virginia law requires drivers to pass bicyclists at a safe distance of no less than 3 feet and encourages sharing the road, this doesn't always happen.
People do not always share the road. People are not nice about sharing the road. But that's, understanding that the road can be used for drivers, people in cars, and for bikes, and for people walking or running. So it's a road that can be used for everyone.
Barry Green Jr. is a public transit advocate. Because of his commitment to the cause, he is currently without a car by choice, but biking in the city has its challenges.
I share my location with my wife, for one, because hit and runs are very high, unfortunately. I also play music on a speaker on my bicycle. I use lights. I use anything that I can possibly use to ensure that I'm seen and I'm heard, because there are a lot of distracted drivers on the road. And so if I'm doing the best I can to make sure that, I wear a high-vis helmet, I wear light colors, I do everything on the checklist to make sure I'm seen. And it's just to take that extra precaution.
Green says changes need to be made to protect bicyclists and promote safety on the road.
For one, I would like to see more protected infrastructure. We use cement for parking lots. I would love to see cement used for bike lanes. Bike infrastructure is people infrastructure, and I would love to commute more if we had these options where I knew I was protected more than just paint.
Emily Monroe is the Community Engagement Coordinator for Sportsbackers Bike Walk RVA.
We're really infrastructure forward. We feel like infrastructure is going to solve a lot of the issues. Statistically, where you see bike lanes, you have less fatalities and injuries from people involved in traffic accidents, and drivers drive slower.
Infrastructure changes include more protected bike lanes and crosswalks, and designing roads with people and bikes in mind, not just cars.
So we have a project that we host called the Richmond Bikeways Map, and it shows all the different types of ways to safely bike and walk around Richmond and sort of the surrounding areas. You can scroll through the website and see different types of bike lanes. It helps you start to identify what they look like. So as you're riding them, you get a feel for, oh, this is a standard bike lane. Or, oh, I'm behind little bollards, this is a protected bike lane.
With the uptick in fatalities involving cyclists in our state, Dunaville says driver awareness is key to preventing tragedies.
Outside of more cycling pedestrian infrastructure kind of being built, it's more driver awareness, so people understand what it means to ride safely by a cyclist. Giving them a 3 feet distance, understanding the laws that apply for cyclists when they're out on the road, and just really be kinder to people who are just out on their bikes. Like it's a shame how mean people can be.
When it comes to bike safety, Dunaville says he hopes
that everyone can go on a bike ride and get from one destination to the next without being harassed or injured.
Thank you for watching. Continue to follow Virginia news and stories by subscribing to our VPM YouTube channel.